Hello, this is Chris, and I am back once again with a brand new trailer reaction video. Today, I'll be giving my reaction to Godzilla King of the Monsters official trailer 2. This is the sequel to 2014's Gareth Edwards directed Godzilla movie, and the third installment in this new Legendaries Monsterverse that they got going on, where they're eventually going to bring the likes of King Kong into it and everything like that. I actually did a trailer reaction for the first teaser trailer that came out for this thing. I think it came out at San Diego Comic-Con. And I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. Needless to say, that trailer absolutely blew me away. Not quite as much as the original 2014 Godzilla did, which, you know, was like biblical in scope, and it had the skydivers like going through the fog and everything, and it was immense and terrifying. This was a different kind of trailer, the teaser trailer that came out for this thing, in that it almost looked really beautiful, you know, like they were playing Claire de Lune, and one of my favourite shots out of probably any movie, like in any trailer that I've seen for like next year, is where Mothra's wings open up underneath the waterfall. I thought that was absolutely beautiful, and the music's going so well with it. And I mean, this movie is going to be huge. I discussed in the comments with some people last time that it's almost going to be too big of a film. I mean, not only have you got Godzilla, which, you know, he can carry a film in and of its own right. You've got Mothra, and you could have just left it at that. You could have just had Godzilla versus Mothra, and that would have been enough. They're giving us King Ghidorah, and they're giving us Rodan as well, so it's going to be an absolute free-for-all, unless, like, one of the monsters is, like, taken out earlier in the movie, and then there's, like, two of them. I really hope they just have, like, you know, a huge free-for-all, punch them up at the end of this movie. And that's my biggest thing going into this movie, is that I really want them to actually show more of the monsters and show more of the titular character Godzilla. My biggest problem with 2014's Godzilla is that the action, when you do get to it, and you do see the action, it's fantastic. Like, it's the sense of scale and everything like that is incredible. It's the biggest Godzilla we've ever had so far on the big screen. But that human element absolutely dragged that film down for me. And it really, I think they got a good blend of the human and monster stuff in Kong Skull Island, which I actually kind of enjoyed. It wasn't great, but, you know, I had a good time at the cinema watching it. So I hope they've learned from their mistakes in this one. This has got a fantastic cast so far, and hopefully they don't kill the most likable actor off within the first 20 minutes and then carry on with a character that no one cares about, like the first movie. So with all that being said, we're going to watch the trailer for this thing, going to talk much more about it afterwards. I actually have heard from George off the channel that this trailer isn't very good, or at least not as good as the first trailer, so I'm going to go in with a fresh mind anyway, and we'll see what I think of it. So I'm going to click play now.
Hello?
Hello, Elle.
Is anyone there? I'm trying to reach...
Anyone? This is John Connor. I'm the leader of the Resistance. So, she's playing 11 again by the looks of it. Like the whole crying and covering her ears thing. Yes. Oh, they're hyping, they're still teasing these monsters.
Senators, we believe that
Charles Dance, nice.
Titans are just the tip of the iceberg.
This is like a Shadow of the Colossus movie come to life.
Which of these Titans are here to protect us? And which of these Titans are here to threaten us?
Good Christ almighty.
So you'd want to make Godzilla our pet?
No.
Make them fight. Yes!
We would be his.
Right on cue with his new trailer line.
You're sure he's gonna be okay? They're everywhere.
Battling for dominance. A rival alpha to Godzilla.
Jesus Christ. This is... Show me the fight, come on. Come on, please. I don't know how this movie can contain this amount of monsters, like, seriously, like... Love the electrical charge spine he's got going on. Woo! Shit! Oh my god. That last shot. I kind of... You know what? We're going to watch that last shot again. I've got to watch that last shot. That was awesome. Where was it? I don't think I've ever done this before. Like with the Star Wars ones, like sometimes I watch it again. Like I'm just literally watching that last shot. It's just like... Boom! Oh, man! Okay, well, it definitely showed a lot more of the action off, which is what I wanted. I still think my favourite trailer is the teaser one, just purely because of the music, and this was more, sort of like more generic action, big budget blockbuster movie music. I think the first one had a lot more style to it, but if they can marry that style into the film with the amount of destruction they've got going on in this, and, you know, they've still got maybe not as good as Gareth Edwards did it, because even Gareth Edwards with the likes of Rogue One, and I know that movie was completely reshot to shit, but even with that, with like some of the shots of the Death Star, you really got that sense of scale. Like things would be dwarfed in comparison to something so huge, and they're kind of doing that with this, where that camera pan goes around. I think it was King Ghidorah. So they are kind of still experimenting with that, where the camera's up very close and you really get to take in that sense of scope. I want to see this film on the biggest screen I physically can with the best sound system that I can. Every time Godzilla roars, it's just like literally sends shivers down my spine. It's such an awesome sound effect. In fact, when this movie comes out, I might even set that roar as like my text tone on my phone or something. Yeah, it looks great. It's still showing you some of the human dynamic. You've got Vera Farmiga in there. You've got, oh god, what's his name? Kyle Chandler, who's always solid. You've got Millie Bobby Brown as well from Stranger Things. I'm sure that, you know, after Stranger Things is all said and done, and after this movie's said and done, her career is going to be fantastic. Even though her character, in terms of, at least from this trailer and how she's playing it, looks very, very similar to Eleven from Stranger Things. But it's not the human element that I'm interested in with this film. I know that maybe you have to have that human element. I think every Godzilla film has had that element in some way, shape, or form. But we're all in it for Godzilla. Let's be honest. We're in this movie to see some destruction, to see monsters going against monsters, and just like the really creative designs that these creatures are. It's going to be awesome. And the fact that we've seen how big Godzilla was in that first movie. Compare him like in size to King Ghidorah in this trailer, and you know, I mean, Jesus Christ, think about that. And then, spoiler alert, I guess Godzilla's going to win, because the next movie is going to be Godzilla versus King Kong. And then I really hope after that they do like Mecha Godzilla versus Mecha King Kong and do that whole thing as well. Why not at this point? Especially because they're essentially making a cinematic universe out of this thing. Then again, which franchise now isn't turning into a cinematic universe? But I can't wait for this movie. Yes, this trailer wasn't as good as trailer 1, but I still, by any stretch of the imagination, don't think it was a bad trailer. Like, it just kind of hyped up the fighting. And, you know, it was teasing it all the way up until the end, and it's still kind of teasing it. You want to see that grapple, but they're just cutting to the title just before. So I think they're doing a very good job with these trailers so far. They're definitely getting me hyped anyway. So that'll do it for my reaction to King of the Monsters official trailer 2. Be sure to comment, subscribe, and let me know what you thought of this trailer. Are you looking forward to this film? What did you think of the previous Godzilla movie? What did you think of Kong Skull Island? And yeah, like anything Godzilla related in general. I mean, Christ, this is going to be like, what, the 30th something movie in the Godzilla franchise? So anything regarding any of those movies, please do drop me a comment. There'll be plenty more stuff coming from the channel. I know we've gone quiet like the last couple of days, but there are a whole bunch of movies out this month. Like this week alone, I need to see 5 movies. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit that in with my schedule, but we will have movie reviews out. There's the likes of Wreck-It Ralph 2, Aquaman, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Bumblebee's getting advanced screenings for us this weekend in the UK. So there's a whole bunch of movies coming out, and it's a very, very packed December. But we'll have content out, so please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon as well to get a notification every time that we go live for our reviews, trailer reactions, or any of our other shows. That'll do it for me for right now, and until the next video, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.